Alright guys, today let's go ahead and review Manifest Destiny. Remember, Manifest Destiny was the belief that the United States should expand west, and in class we used the term Manifest Destiny to describe this unit. And we believe that we should expand west from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Pacific Ocean, or like the song says, from sea to shining sea. The U.S. expanded from the Mississippi River to its current size during this time period. So this is where the United States ended before Manifest Destiny, and by the end of it, it extended all the way to the coast here. Okay, let's talk about the U.S.-Mexican War. This was viewed as a war of aggression to gain land by many people in America. Remember, aggression is being aggressive. Okay, many people in America felt like we attacked Mexico with really no purpose. The U.S. went to Mexico first and asked to buy California and the Western Territory, but Mexico refused to sell. So the causes of the U.S.-Mexican War, the first one was when the U.S. annexed Texas. A lot of people believe that the U.S. won Texas from this war, but they did not. They actually annexed or adopted Texas after Texas won its independence from Mexico. Now, since Texas used to be a Mexican territory, this made Mexico very mad. Our president at the time, President Polk, also desired to expand the United States. Polk sent troops to the disputed border, the Rio Grande, to instigate Mexico. Okay, he was acting like a bully here. He wanted them to start a war against us because we wanted to beat them and take their land from them. Now, the effects of the war. We know that the United States won this war, and from this war we gained land. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended the war. Texas was recognized as a U.S. state by Mexico at the end of the war. And also, the land that we gained was called the Mexican Cession. And remember, this was all of the territory that was in the western part of the United States, including states like today, which are California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Another effect of the war is we kind of felt bad for taking all this land from Mexico, so we made the Gadsden Purchase. We spent $10 million on a very small piece of land in southern Arizona, and we used this land to establish a trade route. Okay, so two pieces of land that we gained from this war were the Mexican Cession and the Gadsden Purchase, and you can see those on your map that you're creating today. Okay, and the last term, vocabulary term that went with this unit was civil disobedience. Remember, civil disobedience is the refusal to obey certain laws or government demands in order to prove a point. But remember, being civil means you do not use violence, so civil disobedience is never a violent act. One of the people that we talked about that used this form of disobedience was Henry David Thoreau. He disagreed with the U.S.-Mexican War. He thought that the United States was being a bully by entering this war, and he also disagreed with slavery and the use of slavery in the United States. And because he disagreed with these things and the way the government handled them, he refused to pay his taxes. Well, as we know, that is illegal, and so he was jailed for not paying his taxes. Other examples of civil disobedience include the Boston Tea Party, where tea was dumped into the harbor to show our displeasure with the taxing of tea. Martin Luther King used civil disobedience when he was trying to gain civil rights for African Americans. And Rosa Parks also used civil disobedience when she refused to give up her seat on the bus during the civil rights movement as well. That is it for this review unit. Make sure you get your map completed today, and you show these to me before you leave for your grade.